Hi there, this is Maria here with the Child's Play Trash/Junk Journal. How are you all doing today? Hope that you're doing great, that you're very blessed. And I have another project that I'm doing to fill this journal with a bunch of trash. The purpose of this journal is to have fun and play like a kid and be more relaxed, and also to get rid of a bunch of trash that I have accumulated for 3 years. So a few videos ago, if you follow me, you saw the masterboards I created to paint on them and cut the pieces out to add some art to their journal. So today I want to do something similar. I want to do a masterboard on newsprint again, and I want to glue trash on it again. But this time I don't want to paint it. I'm just going to collage it, just make a big collage out of it. And I want to cut it up in pieces, in ephemera pieces. So maybe I can cut it in pieces like hearts. I was thinking birds, maybe more flowers. The point is to get rid of this trash. Once we cut it in pieces, we can add more trash to it, some colorful trash, which would help reduce the trash even more. Or we can even add paint to the individual pieces, or maybe some painted papers to get rid of the painted paper scraps that I have. That would be great. Double for my trouble. Here is my masterboard. I used a little washi tape on the areas that were pretty rough between some of the pieces that didn't line up. I'm just going to go freehand and cut some shapes for a bird. Here's a bird. This area needs attention. I'm going to leave him to the side and let's try to tackle another piece of something. I'm going to do a fish. The fish. We'll do something with it to try to make it look a little more fish-like. Let's do a heart. Here, look at that. This is about the height of my journal, and it's going to cover some good real estate in it. Let's see what we can do with our pieces, and I am thinking I'm going to glue the flower to a piece of paper and then attach it to the journal. Before I cut it, I want to see if I can add something to the middle here to beautify it a little bit. This is looking pretty plain as well. I think it's a pretty cute flower. I want to run stitches around the petals and around the circle here. And maybe I'll go ahead and do some along the stem, maybe the leaf. I'm going to let it sit and cure before I cut it. In the meantime, we can work on some of the other pieces. This fish needs help. He needs a good eye. I liked it bigger. Maybe we can use these as the little, what do you call these, fins? Is that what you call that? We can put a few of those. I really like it because it pops here. I found a similar one. We can mix and match. Oh, I don't love this one though. Not here. I like this flower here. It makes me want to put it here at the end of by the tail, right here maybe. I don't know. Might want to make him slightly narrower in the tail. It reminds me of, like, this could be used as a tail for a fish, but for a little fish. And I thought maybe I can put it here, maybe. That's a possibility, maybe. Or do we give him some hair? Some whatever you call this. I don't know. The eye is very important. I wanted to do an eye like this, but I cut it too short. Just to have an eyelid. And I really like this color against this. Here I found some more. We're mixing it up. In the eye, get rid of that pink. I thought a button would be nice, but I don't think it works. This might be good here. This is all different. I need some purples over here. Bring some purples. What can we do with this? Can we give him an eye like this? An eye like this? That's deformed. That's awful. But maybe just the little one of the circles, cut it into an eye. So this was a page in a journal that I didn't like, and I tore it up. And I've been using it. It's very old as well. Probably 2019. But I'm liking. I like the colors very much. So that'd be a good little eye there. I like these colors, the darks with the purples, and this is completely throwing me off. The pink makes me want to cover it up. Or I can mix and match them with this, make these into fins. Because we bring the purples here and put some purples up here, so it starts getting cohesive and making sense. I'm not liking that at all. I'm going to try to add some craft paper, cover all this with craft paper. I think it's better to just cover that up with some more trash. You could make a fish like this for kids with trash, you know, either for a trash journal or whatever, and as a recycling project, and kids like to do that. And you could refer to the fish, Jonah in the fish story, for instance, if you want to turn it into a Bible story. So it looks like a little monster, I'm not gonna lie, but maybe he will end up looking cute after all. So be honest, tell me what you think of this fish. I am done with this. I will be surprised if I come back to add some fabric or anything like that. I mean, it could be tempting, but let's move on to the bird. I think the heart I'm going to use pretty much as it is. This one's done then. This one's done unless... Yeah, let's see our flower. Let's cut it. I'm excited because I wanted a big item. Here we go, just a mess of threads and stitches there. It adds contrast and detail, so it looks much nicer. It's a nice large piece to put in a big journal. That's what I'm excited about. A large piece of ephemera. It would be nice to add a little bit of like a scrunched up piece of fabric here for the fish. Just maybe a little bit here. I don't know, something bright to make him pop. He's cute after all. Look at that. I think I looked at him so long. Maybe you think he's hideous, but I think he's kind of cute. There, that gives him a little bit of life. Those are complementary colors, so I think they work. I did mess with his eye a little bit more. I added some more highlights and dark areas also. So he's got an expression. It's pretty sweet. Third piece of ephemera done, and the bird. I don't like what I did with the paint, so I covered it up by adding just a bunch of feathers, and I like it so much better. I'll probably leave these like this, even though I don't love it. Maybe add a little more of pink, maybe. Here, I want to add like some little feathers, and probably again out of paper. I was trying to see if pom-poms would work, but they were not working out either. This definitely makes it different. Just little triangles there. It's a bit tedious, but it's making them look pretty. So for me, it's worth it. I think I'm done with the birdie. I ended up removing a lot of the paint I used over here because I didn't care for the way it looked, and added some more little feathers here, and I did leave some of that paint there. I think it's okay. I removed some of it, but I left some of it. I think that's pretty cute. I love the feathers, that three-dimensional stuff going on. It's fun. I think it's a pretty bird, and it will look good in our trash journal, and it's made out of pure trash. And I'm not needing to use stitches or fabric for it. I'm just going to leave him just like he is. I think it's pretty. I hope you like it. Here are our pieces, and I have to say I am happy I did this. I had no idea how to go about it, but I think they turned out really nice. I really like this one. And this one, it turned out kind of cute. It's not too bad. The flower, how fun is that? These are easy, and this is super easy. So now let's see what we can do with them in our book. The fish covers like half the book or a little more. To give you an idea, the flower is bigger than the book. The heart is about the height of the book and wider, and the bird is pretty large. So I'm excited. I wanted some big ephemera, and I'm glad I did this. Let's see where we can put these. Oh, look at this. Look at that. This is perfect. It's going to go here. I have my little fish here that I did this little art piece a few weeks ago. You see that? And it's a fat fish like that. A big, I don't know if they're blowfish or what they are. I just made it up. And it's done with markers. And I love it. And look, this is perfect. The colors go well. And yeah, I have some purples over here and the yellows. We have greens. So, and we have a little bit of the art that we did from the masterboard here to fill the gap. He has to go like this, definitely. This is my fish. I think he's great. I went ahead and collaged painted papers on the back of it, the back that passes the page. And I'm happy with that. That looks nice. And he looks great here. That's a great home for him. He's nice, big, and chunky, and he's got his little brother there. This was well worth doing, spending the time on it and not knowing what it was going to look like. It looks so goofy. Right now, it's just, to me, it fits perfectly. And it's trash except for the fabric. So that's a lot of fun. It's rewarding. And also it's challenging and fun to be able to put things together like a puzzle and create something out of it that's interesting and whimsical and cute. I think this is a nice place for it. Well, with these colors over here. So I'm going to just, not sure I'm going to glue them. I'm just going to clip them because I may do something else underneath. So for now, I'm going to clip. This is a good place for it too, I think. I'm going to leave it here like that. For now, big flower, what was going to happen with this thing? Goodness, huge. The flower can stay there. It sticks out this much, but here's the stem. And that's fine, that can stay like that. This is getting so chunky. It's chunky. It's getting full pretty quickly, and my trash is actually going down. And I'm going to cover the page with a background of trash. I do have these little loops here that are from the handle of this, because this was a bag. Just like I have these handles here, and that handle was too long. These are too long. Also, I don't care for them being too long. I don't think sticking out like that. And I just looped them to shorten them, and it created two little loops like this. And I used masking tape. So that's a little awkward bit there, but that should be okay. We'll figure something out. Trash can sit on top of it. It's just trash, right? It's just a trash journal. It shouldn't matter. I'm going to look for some trash to put here. Maybe these from a catalog, just to give us something. Let's see what that would look like. I almost wonder if it's too busy for the flower. At first I liked it, and now I am wondering if I need to tone it down. Let's put some painted papers. Let's see what I have. I have a bunch of old scraps that I found recently. I didn't know I had all this. This is a little better. I just collaged a bunch of painted pieces and helps me get rid of my scraps. I think I'm going to go ahead and add something more solid back here, and maybe a piece of fabric. I have these blues, these squares, teal, turquoise. That makes a difference. And it just layers and gives it more richness. So another page done. Let's go glue the heart. That'll be easy. I have a little window here. We can put something happy behind it. This also needs to have some backing. Of course, very little. Something that I have been wanting to do is do a little masterboard also of my painted papers, because I've had these for so many years and you can never use them all, and I'm tired of them. So I just want to randomly glue them and use them as backings for things, and we can use some of this on that heart. So here's a quilt of a lot of those little pieces of painted scraps that I have had for years. So these journals are great to get rid of all kinds of scraps. fabric scraps, painted paper scraps, scrapbook paper scraps, trash scraps, all kinds of things that are wasting away. Anything you can put in these journals. And it looks good. And you'll have a beautiful, chunky monkey to look through for years and be happy about. I really believe that. So anyway, I'm just going to cut some little pieces and glue them back here. So that was nice and easy. The collage took a little bit, but I'm glad I did it because I've been meaning to do it and I wanted to get rid of a bunch of scraps. So it's helping me to do that. I can use the rest to keep decorating this journal. Just throw all the scraps in here, and I was able to fit 3 emojis there. So there's so little. I heard somebody say one time they hated emojis. They creeped them out. I don't know why, but anyway. It's a big old heart full of trash. It's a trashy heart, kind of like our heart is before we come to the Lord, because He takes us from trash to treasure, right? As we get to walk with Him and know Him, we start becoming more like Him till one day He finishes that good work He started and we're not trashy anymore. I think this is kind of looking a bit too busy. I want to move him somewhere else. Maybe over here. The other day I thought this would fit good here. We have blues, whites, same as over here. So I am using this as a little pocket, and that goes there. And I want a journal on the back. And I also want to layer maybe a Bible verse. These are not Bible verses, but they are quotes from past Christians. And some of them are very old, like centuries ago, like during the 1st century, I think. This really inspires me to fall in love with God. Is the greatest romance, to seek Him the greatest adventure, to find Him the greatest human achievement. I love that. I just love that. I love these, but this one is something that I think I'm going to use here. Let's get some fabric to go on this. There. And it adds a little extra to the fish. This has fallen off of here. This is very slick, feels like. And I think what you can do for this is rough it up with some sanding paper. These are some cute, whimsical little houses. I think this might have been part of a greeting card. Or maybe scrapbooking materials. I don't know. So this is pretty rough. I'm going to attach this like this for now with a little washi tape. Just here. If I decide to move it, I can, but I just want to keep it where I can see it. I really like it. And I can always write more on the back if I wanted to. And we can layer something on top of this later on. Maybe we could give it a, I don't know about a branch maybe. Or just leave him and give him a foundation like a ground. Just leave it as it is. It doesn't have to be grounded. It's fine. I hope that you have all enjoyed this video. Come back and see me next time. Give it a like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, so it helps me push this out to other people that need to be inspired and hear the word of God as well. And you'll be very blessed. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.